So, we were meant to be doing a bunch of stuff today, but plans changed. Well, yesterday, I went to bed about 6 o'clock in the morning. So I woke up today about 2-ish, got ready to do stuff, and then because of personal issues and just plans, I can't do the things that I wanted to do. I was gonna stay like awake all night anyway, and I had planned it that I would have enough time to go out and do stuff with you guys, but we're gonna have to postpone that for Sunday because it's just not possible today. I gotta go out now and do a bunch of things. It's 3 o'clock and I'm basically busy all day, so yeah. Had I known this, I would have probably not stayed up so late, but it doesn't matter. We'll do it on Sunday. Today's vlog isn't going to be so eventful, but you'll get to see puppies. You'll get to see cats again. I got to go over to my parents' house real quick. And yeah, I've got a few videos going up today as well. Well, I say a few, I've got one. But yeah. Barley, you going to help me?
Because my wife bought them for me when I started.
Charlie's helping me sort through these books.
They were the first clubs I ever had. Yeah. And,
Aren't you? Hey? Aren't you, Charlie?
So it's got a full set of irons.
I don't know why you're in here, actually. Come on. Come out. What are you sniffing?
Driver, which actually is probably one of the better drivers I've had.
Come on.
And then the
Hey, what are you doing? Come on. Come on. Come on. You don't need to be in there. Go over there.
So it's a full set. So they're surplus
Barley.
to needs, really. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Hey. Barley, what are you doing?
do you know?
Barley, what are you doing?
It's the centre of the universe. It's between.
What
So
the
it's
hell are
down
you
on
doing?
5.
Barley.
See.
Okay, I'm back from visiting my parents, and it was actually kind of surprising. All those books were for me to go through, basically, and just so I could see what I wanted to keep. If you don't know, my parents moved back to the UK in April, and my dad retired. So my parents now live back in our hometown. And throughout the years, they've carried stuff with them. They've had stuff in storage in the UK. They've had stuff in with them in their house that they've taken. I left at the age of 16, so I only took like essentials. I didn't take things that was in my room, all the cool things. So really, I've never really had like a quite home room style home since I was 16. Even in this house, I still like feel strange. It still doesn't feel like a home to me. So yeah, there's a few things here that I'm gonna show you. You don't have to watch this if you don't want to. Today's vlog isn't that interesting. I'm sorry for that. But there's a few cool things, and they remind me of my childhood because, like this, for example. This is Dungeon Keeper's manual for the PC. This was probably one of my favorite games when I was growing up. I can actually still go back and play this now and enjoy the fuck out of it. Problem is, it's very weird to play now because it's so old. I have issues with it, and I bought it on GOG. I repurchased this on GOG. In fact, I didn't buy it initially anyway. My parents bought it for me. I was like 11 or 12 when this came out. Yeah, I purchased it on GOG, and it doesn't work too well. But I just wanted to show you how things were back then. All right, that's a manual. All right, it's an actual manual with everything in it. It's got like little icons. It's got this like icons that explain everything. It tells you about hidden rooms and secret. It tells you everything, and they don't do this anymore because it's expensive. And I say expensive, this probably costs like, what, maybe £1 or £2 to make? To pay for the printing, the paper, the binding, putting it together, you know? But, like, it's so easy to make a PDF. So, yeah, that's just one thing. I I got another one, which is this is a classic Command and Conquer game. Classic strategy right here. And in the back, which I never... This is so crazy. I did not know what this was when I was a kid. But when I grew up, I watched Dune. I read the book. One of the best books ever. And one of the coolest films ever. It has Sting in it, for Christ's sake. I didn't know that there was a 3D warfare coming in 2001. Oh man, that's so cool. The graphics back then were, you know... And look, this is just so thorough in its information. I mean, it even comes in Arabic, but that's because I lived in Dubai when we got this. It just blows my mind. And here's another one. This came with a magazine called PlayStation. If you don't know what PlayStation magazine, then you're too young. PlayStation magazine was the magazine for when you had a PlayStation. And every now and then, you'd get something special with it, like this. This is a book full of cheats for the games Bugs Life, Ape Escape, Crash Bandicoot 1 to 3, Driver, Final Fantasy 7. I don't know what cheats there are in Final Fantasy 7. Gran Turismo, Grand Theft Auto, GTA London, Medieval, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil 1 and 2, Ridge Racer Type 4, Roll Cage, Spyro the Dragon, Siphon Filter, Tekken 1, 2, 3, Tenchu Stealth, Assassins, Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3, and many more. This is just full of cheat codes. Right? Because there was no internet back then. There was no, like, old website or YouTube to, like, Google and shit and go on to find, yo, how do you do this? Like, I can go on here, Lost World, Jurassic Park, passwords, 99 lives, and all DNA, and all you have to do is just, do these, like, little combinations. That's the coolest shit. It's a fucking look, it's like a look in the past. A flash in the, I don't know what the phrase is, you know what I mean? Anyway, that would come from these magazines. You know, this is PlayStation 2 magazine. This is an edition from June 2003. What's on the front page is Silent Hill 3. Alright? And that's I think that was the last fun one that I actually had enjoyed. Splinter Cell. Is there anything else in here that's remotely something? The Sims. Alright? This is The Sims. What other games are in here that... A music game? Honestly, there's another cheat list in here, by the way. Look, another cheat list. There were magazines that I bought, or my mom would buy for me if we were in a car. Wow! Look at that! There's a gamepad racing seat for only £329. What the fuck? These are so expensive nowadays. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this. It's you put your big ass TV on it. That's so cool. Wow. Yeah. So I never bought these. My mom would buy them for me. But this is PlayStation 2. So this was the main one. It was PlayStation, which was the magazine. Then it was PlayStation 2 when it came out. And then it's PlayStation 3 and whatnot. This was PSM. I didn't really buy this that much because I wasn't really... I don't know. I liked PlayStation 2 primarily because they always got you free shit. This was more like a Maxim type layout, or a top 10 films type thing. There's nothing really interesting on this one that I can see. I'm trying to see if there's anything... Red Dead Alive and Kicking. Rockstar buy unfinished game and kick its ass big time. Red Dead Alive and Kicking. I never heard about that. Red Dead Revolver. What? On here is the review of Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront. This is from April 2004. What else is here? This one I picked up. I could not just let this go. That is a beautiful front cover, okay? Final Fantasy IX was one of my favorite Final Fantasies. And I can't just see this like go in the bin, because this is where these are going. They're either going to bin or charity. Man, this is so crazy seeing this stuff. We got what else is in here? Tomb Raider. Lots of football shit. Japanese fighter games. Armored Core 2, which actually looks really cool. It's just that And here we go, Final Fantasy IX. There was an entire little spread. I don't know if it was out at the time. I'm not sure. I don't know when Final Fantasy came out. This is issue 73. There's no date. Why is there no date? That's so silly. You should have a date. 2001. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I just got it because of the front. And I've cut out the back. I don't know why. And this has... Oh my god. That's why. Hello. I've cut things out, and I think I've put them onto, like, folders or something. Or, like, stuck them on my walls. But... wow. And I cut that out. Look, see? But wow. A segment for Gran Turismo 2. Colin McRae Rally 2. This is a racing edition, I think. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I didn't play that one. It's a Rugrats game. I remember this. I never played it, but I remember this being like a big deal. It was super like out there. X-Files game, a load of other shit. It's actually quite a small magazine. And then the last one, and I wanted to show you this last because this is super cool. This is an original PlayStation magazine for just PlayStation 1. With the front cover is Buzz Lightyear. The year this came out was January 2000. This is 16 years old. 16 years old and 3 months. And I think that's so cool that it's still good to... It's got... The first thing is a Blair Witch Project little segment. And what else is in here? Star Wars Episode 1. Jedi Power Battles. I'd love to just go through this with you. Look. There's selling for Gran Turismo 2. Jimmy White's cue ball. I'd love to just like chill with you guys, just sit down and fucking go through all this and like, wow, do you remember this? Theme Park World? Never heard of that. There's an entire segment about Resident Evil 3 and interviews and shit. Medal of Honor. I'm surprised that I've not seen anything for COD. Die Hard 2. I guess I never bought anything or had any of these when COD came out. To be fair, when did COD come out? Oh my god, Netscape. There was a CD on this one. There was a CD. GTA 2. 007 Never Dies. Spyro 2. GTR. Worms Armageddon. Dino Crisis. Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation. Fucking Army Men, dude. There's the Toy Story segment. Medal of Honor. It just goes to show that there's like, you know, I could go through all this all day. I don't want to bore you. Here, by the way, here. I don't know if any of you guys remember this game. That was hard as fuck. I could bore you with all that stuff, but I'm not gonna. Okay, the last 2 things. 4 things, but we'll go through them quick. This is something that I did for school. I had to read this. This story was amazing. I don't fully remember it, but I totally just recognized this. And I know that how much this meant to me. I read it like 7, 8 times. And it's been about 15 years since I last looked at this. 15 years. And it is... It was for school. I don't know why. You can see right here, the English College Dubai. There's no date on it, unfortunately. But, like, there was something about this book that was just really hard-hitting. And this is a Bible. And this was bought for me when I was very young, when I was a baby. I'm not religious. I'm not a Christian. I'm not anything. I'm an atheist, or I'm agnostic, actually, I would say. This Bible was bought for me when I was a little baby boy. And inside, it's presented. It says, Jamie Michael. Michael's my middle name. And then it says, by Auntie Haley, Uncle Ralph, and Rianne. I don't know who those people are. I have no idea who they are. On April 10th, 1989. God bless. So, I'm not religious, but there's something about this, like, I remember seeing this when I was living with my parents. I remember having this, and it was just, like, something that I liked to have. Like, I wouldn't throw this away. Again, as I said before, I'm not religious. I don't care for religion. In fact, I dislike religion most of the time. But there's just something, nostalgic about how it's mine. In here, though, for some reason, there are a bunch of pictures. Now, this was a development place that we got from this place. If anyone's been to Dubai, or if anyone lives in Dubai, in Jumeirah near Park and Shop, and that's near JC or EC. And here's just like, that's all this one is. It's just literally pictures of this. I don't know why. And that was, that's the Jumeirah Beach Hotel, by the way. Look at that now, and now Google Jumeirah Beach Hotel, and then look at the difference. This isn't here. This is all buildings now. But this last one means a lot to me. This says Spring Art Trip 2003. I don't know where we went, but I'm going to show you pictures. This is blurry, because I was really good at taking pictures. These are actual pictures, by the way. They're not like digital pictures or anything. Hold on. Let me get rid of that so it's not as reflective. There's some like Arabic tools. This is old Arabic culture from the United Arab Emirates. And then some dead person, I don't know. There's an old shipwreck, and then this dude, but like my friends are in here. So I don't remember this guy's name, but this guy, he was called Dennis, and he was Scottish, and I think this was like, I don't know why, but we're drawing shit, I guess, art, who would have thought. This girl, her name was Berna Myra, I think, Berna something. And we dated when I was in like year 9 or something. We dated for like a week. And all it consisted of was saying hello in the morning and goodbye after school. Preteens and shit, I was super shy. I was not like a confident kid. Okay, so this, you can't see his face, but this guy's name, he's Scott Robinson. He passed away when he was 18. And he was one of my closest friends at school. So it's cool to actually see him. What else is there here? There's a bunch of pictures just came out. Who do we have here? So this guy, his name is Cliff. Cliff Cartman, actually. Oh, the camera just moved. Probably to a better position, actually. His name is Cliff Cartman. He was the first person I met at school. I sat next to him. I remember my first day of high school, and I said, hi, my name's Jamie. What's yours? And he said, Cliff Cartman. I was like, hi, can I call you Cartman? And he said, sure, and I never called him Cartman. I don't know whose hands... that's Phil. Those are Phil's hands, I can tell, because he was the only blackish guy in our class. And this girl here, her name is Vicky. She's married now. She has a kid. She lives in South Africa. And I had a massive crush on her in like year 9 or 10 as well. Again, dated her. We hardly spoke. We called a lot, but when it came... We used to be on the phone all the time, on the landline, when I got back from school. When it came to actually dating her, I pussied out, man. Pussied out hard. Is there anything else in here, despite these terrible pictures? No, that's it. There's nothing in there. Here is a picture of my brother on a PC. I don't know what he's doing, but he's in my room, and I'm trying to figure out if this is the old house or the new house. I actually couldn't tell you, but all I can see is there's a Squier guitar, my first Squier electric guitar, because I had a Fender acoustic, which is actually downstairs. This was purple. We threw this away, and I don't know why, and I kind of regret that. There's some trucks here from skateboarding. There's some deodorant. Gillette deodorant. A skate video there. And then there's an old TV here. I'm guessing my PlayStation was there. And yeah, and he's on this old PC. I don't know. And this to me looks like Boris. This is Boris when he was a kitten. I'd say he's about a year or two old. So that's nice to see. And here there's a few pictures. I don't know what these are. It's a lotus that I found. And I remember getting excited. I was like, ooh, a lotus. Here's a close-up of Henry. Bless him. Here's Boris when he was a little kitten. He was white. His eyes used to actually open. He was a cute kitten. Here's somewhere in Leicester. We went here on holiday. I don't know why we went to Leicester for a holiday. And that's all that was, just cars. So yeah, I thought I wanted to show you that. Because it means something to me. It might be boring just to go through all that. I apologize, it's an 18-minute long fucking thing. I'm going to cut this up so it's not as boring. But yeah, thanks for looking at that with me. It means a lot.